The Los Angeles Lakers just got a brutal reminder of their reality. No LeBron James and no Luka Doncic. And the result? Not just a loss, but a collapse. Final score: Phoenix Suns 103, Los Angeles Lakers 81. A 22-point beatdown in preseason that did not just raise eyebrows. It raised alarms, because if one game made anything clear, it is this. Without their superstars, the Lakers are a completely different team, and not in a good way. Now, let us pause for a second. Preseason basketball is not about wins and losses. It is about experimenting with lineups, testing young players, and easing veterans into game shape. Coaches do not game plan like they do in the regular season. Stars do not play heavy minutes. And yes, ugly basketball is normal in October. But preseason can reveal truths. It shows depth. It shows chemistry. It shows what happens when Plan A is not available. And for the Lakers, this game showed that without LeBron and Luka, Plan B does not exist yet. Friday night, October 3rd, the Lakers faced the Phoenix Suns in a late preseason matchup. LeBron James, now 40 years old, sat out as expected. He is managing his body for year 22, where every game counts. Luka Doncic, the blockbuster addition of the offseason, was also absent. Still recovering and pacing for opening night, that left the Lakers with a chance to see what their depth could do. Could Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and the supporting cast hold their own against a Western Conference contender? The answer came quickly: no. The Suns wasted no time making their point. They stormed out to a 31-16 first-quarter lead, immediately putting Los Angeles in a hole. Devin Booker orchestrated the offense like a surgeon, finishing with 24 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. His shot-making was smooth, his passing precise, and his control over the game unshakable. Grayson Allen stepped up to dropping 13 points and spacing the floor perfectly. But more than individual stats, it was Phoenix's togetherness. They played fast, but under control, moved the ball crisply, and defended with intensity. Even when the Lakers fought back in the second quarter, outscoring the Suns 28-26, Phoenix never panicked. They regrouped at halftime and dominated the third quarter 30-18, putting the game away for good. For the Lakers, this was the definition of ugly basketball. They shot just 31% from the field. From three, a miserable 17%, and the ball movement was non-existent, only 10 team assists for the entire game. Austin Reeves did his part, scoring 20 points and trying to inject some energy. Rui Hachimura added 11, showing flashes of his mid-range game. But beyond that, the offense stalled. The spacing collapsed. The ball stuck. It felt like 5 individuals trying to create, not a team running an offense. If Lakers fans needed something positive, they found it in Bronny James, the rookie guard, playing in just his second NBA preseason, finished with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench. Nothing earth-shattering, but the way he played stood out. He hustled for boards, pushed the pace, and showed patience on offense. His reads were not always perfect, but he looked composed, not overwhelmed. For a teenager carrying the weight of being LeBron's son, that is progress. Fans are not expecting Bronny to be a star right away, but if he keeps stacking games like this, he could legitimately carve out a rotation. He's spot sooner than people think. Block 6 menos os números contam a história. When you dig into the box score, the gap becomes crystal clear. Suns 42% shooting, Lakers 31%. Suns 32% from 3, Lakers 17%. Suns 29 assists, Lakers 10. Suns 16 turnovers, Lakers 22. That last stat, 22 turnovers, is brutal. Empty possessions, fast breaks the other way. Momentum killers. And when you combine low shooting efficiency with high turnovers, that is how you get blown out, no matter who is on the floor. Here is the bigger issue. This was not just a bad night. It was a reflection of how dependent the Lakers already are on their 2 stars. LeBron James, even at 40, is still the engine. He creates shots, organizes the offense, and raises the level of everyone around him. Luka Doncic, one of the most creative scorers and playmakers alive, was brought in exactly to share that load. But without either, the Lakers looked like a team without identity. No playmaking, no rhythm, no direction. And that is dangerous. Because in an 82-game season, no star plays every night. This is not new for the franchise. The Lakers have always been built on superstar gravity. In the 1980s, Magic Johnson was the engine of Showtime. When he sat, the offense stalled. In the 2000s, Kobe Bryant carried teams that fell apart when he left the floor. Even in 2019, LeBron's first year in LA, the Lakers completely collapsed without him. The blueprint has worked. It has delivered championships, but it comes with risk. If the stars are not there, the drop-off is steep. And right now, with Luka still integrating and LeBron carefully managed, that drop-off feels bigger than ever. Think about other super team eras in NBA history. The Miami Heat with LeBron, Wade and Bosh, the Brooklyn Nets with Durant, Harden, and Kyrie. The Clippers with Kawhi and Paul George. In every case, the same truth showed up. Depth matters. Role players matter. The ability to survive minutes without your stars matters. When those teams lacked it, they crumbled. And right now, the Lakers look dangerously close to repeating that cycle. Let us not ignore the elephant in the room. LeBron James is 40 years old. He is still playing at an all-NBA level. But Father Time is undefeated. The Lakers cannot expect him to carry 35 minutes a night, 70-plus games, plus playoffs. That is just not realistic. And Luka Doncic, for all his brilliance, has dealt with nagging injuries throughout his career. Hamstring, ankle conditioning questions. If either misses significant time, nights like this Suns blowout could become the norm. Here is the cultural side. Lakers fans are spoiled in the best way. This is a franchise built on winning, built on stars, built on Hollywood moments. So when the team looks flat, uninspired, or ordinary, the fan base notices. The media notices. The pressure builds. It is not just about preseason losses. It is about the signal they send. And right now, the signal is that this roster is not deep enough to survive without its stars. The good news, it is still October. There is time to adjust rotations, to build chemistry, to find lineups that work. Austin Reeves showed he can be a real secondary option. Bronny is growing. Rui Hachimura and D'Lo will have better nights, but the margin for error is slim. And in a Western Conference loaded with depth, Denver, Minnesota, OKC, Golden State being top-heavy could be the Lakers' undoing. So was this just a meaningless preseason loss, or was it a glimpse of the cracks in the foundation? For the Suns, this game showed they are sharp, connected, and ready. For the Lakers, it showed they are vulnerable, dangerously so. Because this was not just about missing shots, it was about missing identity. So let us end with the question every fan is asking. Can the Lakers survive without LeBron and Luka, even for stretches? Or will this team's championship hopes collapse the moment their stars sit? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from Lakers Nation and from everyone who watched this game. And if you love NBA breakdowns like this, hit subscribe, because next we are diving deep into Bronny James' rookie journey and whether he can actually crack the Lakers' regular rotation this year.